Everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We have our own treasury, social services, currency, economy, and we are now building our industries to stimulate the growth of our economy, increase the liquidity and value of our currency for the benefit of all citizens. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We Share Abundance publicly. And I say should be because sometimes things don't always work as they should. So I'm going to head over to Facebook right now, because when things don't go right, it's usually in that connection with Facebook. So I'm heading over to Facebook, and when I get there, I'm going to be looking for the Facebook group We Share Abundance publicly. And when I get there, I'm going to be looking for the 20th of January. It's the 20th already, nearly 3 weeks of the year gone. 20th of January, so far so good. And if we open that up, we should comment. We have, and we've got Andrew Dean in from a Saturday morning in New Zealand. We are in a Friday evening in the UK here. And Andrew's letting me know I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, been a beautiful day here today. Sunny, been a bit of a breeze, but not that strong wind, and it's not been too cold. It's not summer weather, but it's been a beautiful day. And we've had plumbers in, we've had all sorts going on. Hey, one of those days. Anyway, we also got Richard in from another member of the Southwest Peninsula, which is where Cornwall is, which is where I am in the UK. And Richard is in from close by in Devon, still a part of that peninsula, and not very far away from where I'm located, actually. Although we've never met yet, but we will do one day in the not too distant future. We'll meet in a tea shop or something, and have a scone or whatever takes our fancy. Okay, right. Um, yeah, we share abundance. Getting back to what we share abundance is, as I said, we are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we welcome citizens from all continents, countries, colours, class, creed, background, financial status, educational level, facts in, tall, short, it doesn't matter. We recognise you only as human beings. We're a non-separatist organisation. We don't pigeonhole people because of superficial differences. We just say everybody is a human being and everybody is unique and so deserves to be treated with equal love and respect. If you come with positive mental attitude, a willingness to share love and abundance, I'm sure within our realm you will find um, true happiness, happiness that can't be bought. You may think you'd be happy if you had a few £1 million in the bank or a few $1 million or whatever. I'm not saying that you'd be unhappy if you had that, but it won't make you happy. You can't buy happiness. You can only gain happiness through loving service to others. And the great thing about that is the more service you offer without the thought of reward, the more flows to you automatically, and you will automatically get everything that you want and need in life, coupled with that wonderful happiness. That is definitely a better path. Just go down that path of service instead of chasing the money all the time. Even if you catch it and you get that car that you wanted, or the house, or more vacations, you're always going to be wanting more and more and more because you've not satisfied that inner hunger. And that's for that happiness. And that, as I say, comes from service. Who else have we got in? We've got Norman in from Doncaster, UK. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester, UK. I believe it snowed up there yesterday, Kingsley. Um, I'm glad I'm down here. We've got Dave on his road trip to Florida from Las Vegas, which would normally be quite a warm, pleasant drive. He's driving through snowstorms in southern states. You know, things are amazing. Um, we got Deborah in from southern Alabama, US of A, and we've got Accommodate from Nigeria. We've got pretty much all continents covered. No South Americans, I don't think, at the moment, but every other continent, I think we've pretty much got covered. Or have we? We got any Asians in? Maybe not any Asians at the moment. Okay, so we're going to get started in just about 30 seconds with a short prayer. But I want to say that after the prayer, we have a little affirmation as well, which just helps us maintain that non-separatist integrity. Um, and between the two of them, they only take a minute or so. Um, so that's our normal way of getting started, and we will. And then I'll give you what I can in the updates and answer any questions that we have out there. And that's it. And then we can all go off and enjoy the weekend, go out and party or go to the club, the discotheque, the pub, the restaurant, whatever you do on your weekends. I hope you enjoy them, whatever you do. Okay, let's get started. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love each member finds the joy of service, and through service bless each member, that they attract into their life true happiness and everything they need and want. Amen. Okay, and the little affirmation we have goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right. Yesterday I told you I would get that list out of the 10K club members, and I haven't done it. It's been one of those days, and I caused myself problems. Actually, you know, I've been pushing the Build Infinity plan for people, trying to get them their $35 rebates, get them in there um, for just $15, and have them have that income stream just on one side that will produce a retirement income for them within the next 5.5 years. That sounds a long time. It can be drastically shortened. And tomorrow, what day? No, Sunday. Sunday, I'll be doing another video, and we'll see how much we've got the We Share Abundance account shortened. Because once that money starts coming in, of course, that goes into the liquidity pools. It doesn't go into my pocket, even though the account is in my name. So, there'll be another video there, and I mean, I'm optimistic that we can have shortened it quite considerably. In the 6 weeks we'll have been involved for 6 weeks, and I think we'll see quite a big shortening of the time span. Normally, if you do nothing, if you just join, sit back and do nothing, it's going to take you 5 years and 13 weeks. It's going to be your 13th week of your 5th year when you get your first payment. From there, it's all gravy. It just you get a pay rise every week, and very soon taking, you know, two, three, four, $5,000 a week out and still getting more and more. So it's a very good plan, and that is why I thought, it's affordable for our members at $15, most of our members anyway. It's $50 normally, but you get a $40 commission, and by the time we paid fees and everything else, it nets out at about $35 that we can give you back. And so that's what we do. And that's how it nets down to $15. So for $15, it's a good deal. And as I say, I've been pushing that, and we've had people coming in doing things right, and we've had people coming in doing things wrong. The people that are doing things right are fine. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes to sort it out, boom, done. The people that are doing things wrong, or even worse, we had, he's an old gentleman from Czechoslovakia. He's almost 90, and he gets a bit confused. So he got involved, and then he cancelled it. Now he wants to get back in, but they've blocked him because they've refunded, and it just takes time, especially when he only writes in Czech. So it's a case of going to Google Translator and translating everything, and then coming back, translating a message for him, sending it to him, and dear. As I say, on top of that, we've had plumbers in because we had some problems with the taps, and if you're in America, the faucet in the kitchen, one of the bathrooms, and so they've been here and fixing that, and just general run-of-the-mill things on top of everything else, and I've not got the list out. I am now convinced that we have sufficient funds in for getting started in the 10K program, though, next week. I'm hoping for Monday. It depends on how the funds come through from the merchant account. I'm hoping for Monday. Tuesday, probably, if not Monday, Wednesday at the latest, we'll be in the Vortic 10K plan. So my tardiness in getting that list out to people won't have affected things in the true sense of the word. And I will be working on it tomorrow. I'm not going to say I promise it tomorrow, like I said yesterday. I promised you today. Unfortunately, I've broken that promise, and it's not something I like to do. But I will be with you very soon. Let's put it that way. Okay. And we've got Thobsa in from South Africa. And right, where else? What else? Oh yeah, okay. So we've been processing those people. We've done well over $2,000. I don't know what the number is offhand now, but we've done well over $2,000 of rebates for people. And in addition to that, we put some people in. Once you get your second referral, paid referral, you get it. You're in then in all the income streams. But that second referral, we can pay totally for you. It's $50. We can pay the full $50 because we get a full $50 commission. So if you get that person to register your second referral, and we then pay that $50, and we get it back straight away. So you've got a paid member in free. Okay. So that's Beyond Infinity. Vortec as well. As I say, we will be in there with the 10,000. But a few people saying, is it better for me to get involved in Vortec with my own account or with the 10K plan? And if you've got enough money, do both, is my suggestion, because the 10K plan will get you 1.2% per day. And by the time we compound that, it makes a massive difference in your income over a period of time. And we're looking at like a 12-month period for the 10K plan. But I can't remember the number of days. I've got a feeling it's 160 days to getting your money back and having the plan continue to grow for you. In fact, you'll have doubled your money. I think I've got a feeling it is 160 days. Um, you can always check the video and see it. It's all explained there, but I can't remember exactly what number of days. So if it's different, I apologise. Um, but in that period of time, if you're in the 10K, if you put in, let's say, $100, a lot of people have put in 100, a lot of people have put in 10, some people have put in more than 100. But if you put in $100 in that 160 days, you'll then get your $100 back, but you will still have $100 in the plan. And from there, we will boost it up and up. And by the time you get just over a year or something like that, you'll probably be getting, I can't remember exactly as I say, watch the video again. But I think a little bit over a year, and you're getting whatever you put in initially, which you've already got back. You'll be getting that back over and over again every month, roughly. So that's how it works with the 10K plan, because of that difference in the interest rate that you get. However, if you're only in with the 10K plan and you know people that want to get involved, you can't benefit from commissions. So if you can afford it, get your own account as well. You can do it for $50. And I've got a little quick comparison with funds to give you in a second, but you open your own account, put in $50, and of course you're earning on that. You'll earn $2 a week on that $50. Um, so 25 weeks, you've got your money back, and it's still earning you $2 a week. But you can make commissions. So if you know people that would like to get involved, whether it's $50 or $500 or $5,000 or $50,000, whatever they want to put in, you can earn a commission on that. But it means that you're earning at 0.8% as opposed to 1.2%, and it may not sound a big difference, but when you compound that, it's a huge difference. So that's why I say if you can afford to do both, do both. If you like total control of your own money, instead of saying, okay, well, I'm in the 10K plan, but that means that I've got to go with the flow and do whatever the group's doing, and I'd rather have total control myself and do it yourself. It's the answer. So uh, there isn't any one that is better. It depends on you, depends on how much money you've got, you can afford to deposit, and it depends on how you like to do things. It's your choice. Okay. Funds, of course, being a Friday, paid out. Funds is another program we have a club in, and that is building nicely. Once again, it's a 12-month project because we want to get that up there and then get people paid out and still have either sufficient for them to carry on with the plan or to open their own account. Once again, the objective with the funds plan that we have is really to get people up to a level where they will have sufficient to get their own account so they can earn from referrals and have total control of their money. The reason we have these groups is because people can't afford to get in at high levels sometimes, and it may not be a high level for some people to get in at $110, which is what funds is. $10 a month payment and then $100 minimum deposit. For a lot of people, it's a lot of money. So when we have people that come in at like $10, and for them that's a lot of money. But at least we get them in with $10 and we get them started, and we can start building that and uh, compounding it and growing their income. Funds today paid out. They pay out every Friday, and it was 3 point. I made a note of it somewhere. Lost it. Oh no, 3.18%. So with funds, you have to be a member. There are two membership levels, $10 and $30. If you are active in referring people, $30 is a better option than $10. But if you're passive, $10 is adequate. Your minimum deposit is then $100. So at 3.18%, you're making a little bit over $3 a week. For a month, you're looking at roughly 4.5 weeks, which is about $13 or $14. But you've got to pay your $10 a month out of that. So you're only netting down at $3 or $4 for a month, which is only coming out at about 1% per week. And why I like Vortic is because the CEO listens. I told him a lot of people can't afford 100. People in our community can't afford 100. They're from third world countries. Now I accept that they've got to have a reasonable level for them to make it worthwhile and to process everything. But he cut it in half to $50. So you can get involved in Vortex for $50, not 110, because there's no monthly payment either in Vortex. You get 4% per week as opposed to 3 point whatever they manage with um, funds, and that is quite a big difference because at the end of a month, if you've got 50, well, let's compare like for like, $100 in funds, $100 in Baltic, $100 in funds, you've made 13 or $14, but you've got to pay $10 for your membership fee. So you're netting $300 in Baltic. As I say, you can get about 50 in Vortic, but you're making $4 a week, which is roughly $18. And there's no monthly fee to come out of that. So it's, would you rather have $18 or $3 or $4? Quite a big difference, isn't it? And that's another reason I like Vortex. Now there are always pros and cons, and the con with Vortex, the disadvantage is that at the end of their term that you are um, your deposit is frozen for, and it's usually around about 40 or 50 days, I think. Or is it weeks? Weeks, I think, 40 or 50 weeks. It varies. Some are a bit shorter, some are a bit longer. With funds, I believe it's 9 months. So what are we looking at there? 13, 26, 39, about 40 weeks. So it's similar. But with funds, if you put $100 in, at the end of that period, you can take $100 out. With Vortic, at the end of that period, you only get 80% back. So you get $80 out. You've lost $20 there. If you're making $15 a week more, it more than compensates for that. $15 a month, sorry, not $15 a week, $15 a month more than compensates for that loss. The um, the 20% is paid out is what is paid out in commission, and that's why you only get 80% back, $80 out of your $100. 20% of it is gone in commissions to your sponsor, and they pay through a lot of levels. I can't remember how many levels, 10, 15 maybe. I can't remember. It's in the PDF. I sent a message out to your inbox today. There is a PDF they have. If you go through that PDF, it'll tell you how many levels there are. But you have to have certain qualifications to open up all the levels. But if you just, you know, referring the option here and there, I think you get 3 or 4 levels anyway, and you get on the first level. So if you introduce somebody that puts $1,000 in, you make $100. If you introduce somebody that puts $100 in, you make $10, and so on. And then if they introduce people, I think on level 2 it's 50%. So you introduce somebody that puts $1,000 in, you've made $100. They introduce another person who puts $1,000 in, because they make $100, but you also make $50. So it's a very lucrative plan. And if you get to the point where you have a total portfolio in your network of, I believe it's $5,000 from memory. Once again, check the PDF. And you have a personal investment of $200, you also get paid every day. Any of your personal referrals get paid. So if somebody's got $1,000 in and they're making, what would they be making? Late in the day, sorry, 48, we'd be making it $8 a day. Is that right? Yeah, $8 a day. You'd be making 80 cents a day. It doesn't sound a lot, but if you've got a lot of people in, if you've got $5,000 worth, which is the member, it's 5 times that 80 cents. So it's $4 a day. $4 a day, 5 days a week, $20 a week. Just extra, okay? $20 a week, you're looking at about $90 a month. It's handy cash. It's a very, very, very good compensation plan that they have. You don't have to get all those levels and things, because even if you're just starting out, you still get your 10%. Even if you've just got a $50 investment and somebody comes in at $50, you make $5 on it. So there's a lot in it, and that is why, if somebody were to ask me, should I go for funds or Vortic, I would say my personal opinion is Vortic, because there's no monthly fees, you can deposit less, you'll get paid more. The compensation plan is equally as good, if not better. Okay, so that covers those items, I believe. Let's have a look at the Melon app and see what's happening in where are we? YouTube and Twitch. If we've got anybody in, we've got Lewis in on YouTube as normal, saying hi. He's from Portugal, and we'll scroll down and have a gander. No, there is no other question, no other people in there that I can see from that. So that's it. It's been a busy day, but I haven't completed the things that I really intended to, which was that list of members in the 10K club, and that will, because I've started compiling it. It shouldn't take really that long to do. It's just getting at it. If we don't get too many queries and things on this Beyond Infinity like we've had today, some of them take a long time, and it's not really cost effective to sort them out, but you have to help them out, their members, and they deserve the attention that you can give them, and that's all I can say about it. But, uh, but I will include in that the list of people that had initially put their money into the ICANN Auto trade, which still, as far as I can see, still isn't producing anything. So we'll have that complete list, and you'll know if you are in the 10K club. And if you have two entries, it will be because you have the ICANN Auto trade transferred in and the deposit that you made for the Vortic plan, Vortic 10K. Okay, and that pretty much covers it. That's where we are. Nothing from Devyani today. She's on family business. Family always comes first. We talk about service here, but your first area of service has got to be to that circle that is closest to you. It's the same with the love. We talk about unconditional love, and that isn't restricted. You should love everybody equally. I know that's the ideal, but it's difficult. But it's what we should be aiming for. Everybody equally, regardless of who they are, where they are, what they've done, what they haven't done, what they are planning to do. So, but you that should be once again centered first of all that you're in the circle, your father, your mother, your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, that really close family time, and then your best friends and your aunts, your uncles, and gradually the circle expands, and that is the circle of influence, circle of responsibility that you have. But gradually, as you are able to cope with that, you can extend it and extend it until it covers the whole of your village or town or city or county or state or country, and eventually the whole world. And that, of course, is the ambition. Um, but family always comes first. And so that's why Devyani has taken a day off today. She's promised to make up the time next week, and we'll get what we can done as quickly as we possibly can. I'm 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 certain really that we will get into the 10K uh, investment with Vortic next week. I can't promise which day. Depends on how the funds come through, and even when they're in, they go. It's a bit complicated, but they go into the bank in the United States, which, because I've not been there for a long time, I've lost the ability to use my debit or credit card from there unless it's in an ATM machine. So I can't buy things with it. They knock it all back as possible fraud. And but what we do is we transfer that through Wise into the Wise We Share Abundance account, which is where it should go. And why don't we just put it straight in there? Well, there are reasons for that, which I'm not going to go into now. But uh, it it takes time because it goes from you paying, they have this delay where they check everything out, and then they pay it into the bank in the States, and then from there it goes into the We Share Abundance account um, in Wise, and from there we can use it to buy the crypto we need to put into the um, into Vortic or anything else, whatever we're doing. So that is it, and it just takes a little bit of time for these transactions to go through. Fortunately, the fees are not very high on the transactions, so we don't lose a lot of money in it. Similarly with crypto, I know crypto is pretty much instant, but we need sufficient in a particular crypto to make it worthwhile transferring. It's no good transferring $100 of Bitcoin if it's costing you $20 to transfer it. So you have to wait until the value is sufficient, and then we can transfer it, and it can all be converted into the one, and then once again used for whatever purpose we have. But we should be able to get it all done next week, and I'm optimistic for early in the week. Okay, and that pretty much covers it. As I say, we are progressing with lots of things. I've talked about third-party plans today in Vortic and in Beyond Infinity, two very, very sound programs that I would love everybody to be involved in. I know it's not possible for everybody, but it's up to you. We'll help all we can to get involved in those. But we also, of course, have some great things that we can do from within our own community in the Easy Business Builder and the Poverty Crusher, particularly the SOAP program. There is one page I created, which is the Gift That Keeps Giving, which I am now using on when I post. When I say I post, I don't post, but when I get posted to the Facebook uh, pages of people that have birthdays, that goes out. Can I give you the gift that keeps giving? And it's getting a good response. We're getting people signing up pretty much every day from that little post that goes out to people. Okay, that's it. So until the same time every day, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, we share abundance publicly. Until tomorrow, I love you all. God bless you all. And be Weezer warriors. Get out there, share love and abundance. Create that true happiness in your own life. And you will find that everything that you need in life will start flowing to you. Do your part, and God will do his. Okay? That's it from me. So Auf Wiedersehen until tomorrow. Or I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. I'll see you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile.